I understand I am the main problem, because even after I leave aside all this, I cannot really leave aside this me. So always my identity comes up when I...
Yes,
so
for this exercise, no? Because what are we saying here? That you, in order first, most people, they come, they want to take up some spiritual practice, and very often it is to discover freedom, to find my true self. This type of idea is there. So what I say is, let me see first where you are by yourself. If I can just examine for you where you are by yourself, without the things you're holding on to, your techniques, your ideas about life, your belief, all of these things which came after you, because it's you who believe in them, you who are engaged in the practice and so on. So I said, okay, first of all these things like your practices and your senses, your relationships and so on, for one moment we just leave those aside, because they're not you, isn't it? So simple thing, just leave those aside just for a moment, so that we can get back to a place which is only you, just to see. We are just looking, just only yourself is there. Not what you think, what you... So even the thoughts, why I say to leave the thoughts? Because if you don't believe in them, if you don't have a relationship with them deeply, then also they are phenomenal for you. And they can be left aside also, like that. Before thoughts, there's a space here which is even earlier than thoughts, because you say, I think. So earlier than thoughts. Can we follow this for a moment? Now where are we getting to? What are we discovering? So this is important. First, the first thing. So I ask you to leave aside these things which you may seem to feel they are very important, they're very close, it's part of my life. But say, yes, but just for a moment. Just you, be you only. Okay? And not even that you have to be you, just what is here, which is without effort even. Even before this idea of you came, of I came, something is here which is simply only just what is here. It doesn't have a story, it doesn't have any religion, it doesn't have any parents, it doesn't have anything. See if we can discover that in yourself first. And I feel that this is the most important discovery that we must make. Some people are making discovery at the end of their life on earth. They're finding this out. But I'm saying now, here, while your body is still warm, you find it out. Come to this place where you can experience and be that, confirm that is the only place within myself which is not changing. Everything else is changing. But now that I have discovered this, something relaxes about what is changeful. Why we say this? Because many times we are very afraid, because we fall in love with what is changeful, and we cannot hold it because it's changing. Now, it is okay to love from the place of love and enjoy this world, enjoy relationships, enjoy your family, enjoy your careers or your whatever it is that touches your heart, enjoy. But to be attached to it also causes suffering. This is not something I am creating. It is like that for every single human being. They know this, that when you are caught in the trap of deep attachment, then somehow it is not a happy state, like that. And because of this, many people are seeking something which, a happiness or a peace, a joy that doesn't fade like everything else fades. We're searching for that peace, that discovery, which itself is not subject to change. It's not going to go away. It's not going to leave you. everything else will come and go. And naturally so. You see, like this. So you say, what? I know that I am not just the breath. The breath is important for this body because without it the body will fall. But the breath is watched. The breath is not watching me. I am watching the breath. So this I know, I am not this, not absolutely. And also the senses, so beautiful, because through them I can taste all this diversity. But I say my senses, so they belong. They are not absolutely or essentially what I am, because I observe them, I enjoy through them. So like this you have gone through and you've looked at that, you looked at your ego, my ego also you say. So it's not what you are somehow. Who is the my? Who says I or mine? My ego. First I, then ego. My ego. So it is not the ego. Then my memories also. My memory is fading. So something observes that memory can fade, but it itself cannot fade. It says, my memory is not as good as it used to be. So it is observing something. It is earlier than what it is looking at. So memory it is not. My reputation also has changed. I used to have such a good reputation in this town. Now nobody trusts me because of something I did. So what you did and reputation also not you. Also like this. Intellect was so sharp. My intellect was so sharp before. But now it's not so good. Also intellect you're not. I used to be Muslim, now I'm Christian. Religion you're not. So what is left now?
Yes, I think I get to this. I think I get to this.
Yes.
But I ask you, please help me go beyond this, because
Okay.
I feel this is not, I think my ego is still fooling me, mimicking,
Yeah.
doing as if I have done.
Yeah. So now ego is still somehow imitating the self. You can say like that. But that is also seen. Ego and ego's games are also perceived. Then you are to find and be the place where the perceiving of ego also is seen. And just be there. Don't say, oh, but the ego keeps doing... No, don't worry about him. You keep here.
It seems I become sort of unconscious, either sleepy or unconscious.
Something watches sleepiness also coming. The sleepiness is coming. And something is behind sleepiness, which is not sleeping. So sleepiness is coming, some unconsciousness is coming. There's something, something watches even that. So don't tie yourself to that. Don't define yourself by that. No. So even sleepiness is coming, something, that is also phenomenal. That is not this. We are not there yet. Come more inside. Come more in. There's an empty room. It has no stories in it. It has no future or past. Has no relatives. It has no name. Has no farm. Don't be in your head now. Don't be in your head listening. You have to listen with another place. All the things you talk about, they're outside the room now. This room has no walls also, has no doors. Nothing lives there. But it is not dead. It's your true place. The mind will start to say some things now. Like, yeah, but there's nothing attractive about that, and I can't stay like that. How can I live? How can I pay my rent if I stay in this empty room? But this voice is also phenomenal. Pay attention only to yourself here, but not your person. Person is not the self. Personality is not the self. This is just a garment that the self is wearing for a time. The body also is not perfectly the self. It is only a garment worn by the self for a duration you call a lifetime. Come back to this place. Be in this space. Senses are functioning, this is fine. There's nothing to control.
I don't understand if I am there. That's why I'm asking you. Because yes. I think I have no thoughts. Yes. I'm just perceiving things. Maybe even meanings are not meaningful to me.
Yes.
I can go back to meaning, but I'm not so much interested.
Yes.
I can be without the meanings.
Yes.
But maybe it's my ego still fooling me?
No. Don't touch maybe. Don't touch ego. Sense. Leave this. Don't touch I for a moment. Because I is also somehow very subtle, but it is also perceived. What can I be, even in the subtlest way? What is I? You see, also it is perceived. Like this. Then what? Maybe some resistance will come in the mind like, whoa, but there's nothing here. Well, that comment is here. Don't touch this comment. The mind says nothing is here. So don't touch this comment. Don't let the mind be your measuring stick. Also that is perceived. Rare, very rare is a human being who comes here to this place. The place that you cannot divide, that cannot die, that cannot grow old, that is not subject to change, where you are naturally happy, where there is no beginning or end. The most pure. From here the world arises in front of you. From here even ego arises, everything arises, but it itself does not arise. Yet it pervades everything. But let's not go there yet. Still be here. And now you can watch your mind. What is your mind doing? The mind wants to talk about it, but it simply needs to be here also and be quiet. But even if it is not quiet, then he stays outside. He cannot come in this place. And you are not your mind. Without you, there is no mind. But you can be without the mind in its psychological life. Then you say, how can I be sure if I am there? Yeah. Not by any phenomenal measurement. Leave everything, just leave everything. where the mind wants to give you something to hold. He said, no, I don't hold anything here. The mind wants to give you something to hold, but you say, no, you refuse, nothing to hold. Even the hand that will hold it, I am not.
Some thoughts come of the sort, I should maybe feel some strong feelings, but this also I watch.
That would be a condition, that I should feel something now. No, you are beyond the feeling even. The feeling may come. Of course, we're going to go back to feelings in a minute. We're going to go. It can still be there. If I touch your hand, you'll feel something. But you don't say, okay, I am this feeling for the moment. The feeling takes place. But you are beyond even this feeling. First come to this thing, you must understand. Then you can go anywhere in the world, in the universe. And you cannot leave yourself. Find this thing, and then you can go anywhere in the universe, and you will not divide yourself.
What I succeed, I think, in doing is stopping.
Is stopping?
Stopping everything.
Yes.
Now.
Yes.
But still, there's some ego reference, or at least identity reference.
This is natural, because as long as the breath is there, and consciousness and the body is there, some thought activity will manifest. You're not to be worried about that. You don't need to control that. That flow by itself. They are just like the waves on the surface of the ocean. It doesn't affect the ocean. The ocean doesn't feel, there are too many waves today, I'm not very ocean-like. No. Waves or no waves, the ocean is not concerned. Waves are also ocean. So don't worry about these things. If you try to stop the thought, then you have to spend the rest of your life trying to stop them. So let them play, but you stay as you are. Look how many human beings are around you, but they don't trouble you because you don't try to interfere with their life. So let them live. Everybody's living. You have your own private life. In the middle of millions of beings, you are the avadut. You're in perfect silence. But the minute you start to combine yourself with one and start to go too much, then trouble coming. Oh yes, you said you was going to come, what happened? This is not like you, and whoa. You see? So in the same way with the thoughts, let them play. But don't try and get into any of them particularly. Then this way, you can use any thought. This is the secret, and it is so free. Use anything, but don't own anything like that in terms of thoughts. Then you can see, you can use every thought, you can speak to any person without feeling offense or afraid. Very natural thing. We're doing too much work in the wrong way. Trying to do something to stop your mind and stop these people from saying, no, you don't need. Just you stay here. And from here you can move in life somehow, but you're not attached to that. And still it happens purely.
When I said try to stop everything, is in the sense to leave everything, not to stop actively.
To leave, yes. Yeah, leave everything.
And some thoughts still do come. For example, I think one of the subtle thoughts is, maybe all this is not true. Maybe he cannot help me, but I can watch this. Absolutely, I have a certainty.
Any thought can come. In themselves, they have no power. Only when you believe them, they come into power. You see? Let any thought come. It has no power until you believe it. We have cultivated such a strong relationship which you cannot help because you conceive of yourself as being a particular person, and the person cannot be without thought. They give great importance to thought, and something says, and especially, of course, personal thoughts. Once you become a person, then your thoughts become personal, and you cannot divide. They speak to you, you listen. Ah, yes, this person said this thing about you. Did they? Huh. Boom, you're in. Because you are you become such strong identity. So then these thoughts, they are going to somehow affect you in that deep way. It will take some time for you to really hear what I'm saying inside your heart. The simplicity of it, it is utterly simple. But as long as you are faithful to your self-image or the idea you have of who you are, then thoughts will molest you. They have a work to do also, a credible work, which is to molest you, so that you don't get away with this negative conditioning. You must search more deeply to be free of the influence of them.
How can I be more free of this?
By paying attention to that which is beyond them, where the thoughts cannot reach. Like I'm guiding you exactly the same way. Leave this, leave that. These thoughts are coming. Why can't you leave them? Because they're personal and you're still interested in your person. You see? So the thought says something personal. These thoughts, they cannot intimidate the pure mind or the pure being. It's just out of reach. But they can intimidate the idea you have of who you are. Your personal identity, your self-image, they can attack that. They can speak to that. Then you must look at then what can be attacked. Personality is what? What is personality? And you can sit with that and look. What is personality? Contemplate this, look. Who am I? When someone says, this guy is he's not one of us. Oh, let him out. What feels hurt? Go to that place and look. Who suffers here? So you make use of these painful experiences also to see that you're not that even. And why is it painful? Because you're locating some of your energy there as identity, so it's going to hurt there. So come back more subtly, come inside to that place of complete emptiness of any kind of personal content. Feel this one. When you combine yourself with the mind, then somehow you become afraid to come to the place I'm trying to show you. When you combine yourself with the mind, you become afraid to discover what I'm trying to show you now, which you are naturally, it is there. I don't create it, neither did you. This is uncreated, your uncreated self, which is not moving in time. It is not a victim of time. Come to find your timeless nature. Then the fear of death will leave you. You will kill death. But still something shrinks. Because we have so much investment in the impermanent. We have so much investment in what is transient. So the aspiration to find what is timeless feels like a risk. Do you follow how it is? It begins to feel like a risk. Maybe it's a trap.
I succeed in going to a certain point into this deeper space, and that's why I was asking your help, because
you are already the deeper space. But you're not conscious of it. You think it takes distance. There's no distance. It has no distance. It has swallowed up distance. There's no distance. Only the distance created through thought. We're living and suffering thoughts, our projections, our ideas and identities is causing trouble. You are already that. Somebody will get it. Somebody is going to get it. Still, we're holding the hand of the mind. You take the mind everywhere with you. It's your personal Google. What you think about this? No. You will lose everything. Then, Muji, we will stop there from now. Don't want to lose everything. Okay, you don't want to lose everything? Show me what you have. Show me what you have. You've lived 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. What have you collected that you're afraid to lose?
Lose everything. I'm willing to lose anything.
Yes. Then what is left now then? If you say, I'm willing to leave everything, to lose everything, leave everything aside, then if you leave everything aside, then what remains now?
I'm just perceiving.
You're just perceiving, meaning that you're aware that you exist and that somehow perceiving is taking place through the senses also. But this is just happening automatically. I'm not doing that. I'm aware that I am, that I exist, and that perception is occurring to me. But I'm not doing anything for that. It's simply happening in a sort of neutrality, this happening. Okay, then like this remain. But then maybe some thoughts come and say, well, that's not it. And then quickly, oh yeah, maybe I must talk about that then. I don't think that's it, you see. Who can eliminate thought? I don't mean no thought ever, but see through them that whatever they promise to bring you when you come here, you are already there. Where can thoughts have the power from? Because it promised to give you something. You want something. And through the thought, the thought enables you to feel that you can get this something. So now you say, I want freedom. When you wanted to have a family, then the thought says, okay, look, this is a nice person. Marry this one. She will give you nice children. You love food. Marry a good cook. Yeah, very good. This one, she's good. Look, nice chapatis she makes. Oh yeah. How can I be introduced to this one? And it will help you to find. How is going to help you to be you, to find the true? What will you need? What introduction do you need now? You've done very well, you've come, we are talking together, and like this you say, okay, I'm willing to leave everything aside. I don't want anything from that field now. So then what remains? Then you say some thoughts come, but thoughts are free, they can come and go. Try not to think and see what happens. If we say sit here and listen just only for half a minute, whatever happens, don't think of pink alligators. Okay? Think about anything else, but don't you dare think about pink alligator. What's going to happen? So many pink alligators coming out of there. Oh, yeah. Green ones, no. Pink, whoa, so much pink. This mind work like that? Okay, you try to suppress, then he comes more powerful. Let him play. Don't identify. Then you will understand the mechanism of thought. Let everything play, but you don't identify. How can you not identify when you are a person? Very difficult. Then comes sadhana. If you're a person, then you have to do some sadhana. Yeah. When you are nothing, you don't do any sadhana. In the spiritual world, the highest being is what you may call like an avaduta or a jnani, the one who has realized the pure state of the self. They don't want. They have nothing that they want. They are the ever free. But in many cases, their lives become a kind of prasad. The lives become like in service to help other beings to discover this thing. But some, they don't even have any contact with people. Still, the world needs these beings. Just like one tree is providing so much oxygen for so many people. One awakened being is providing spiritual oxygen for all communities without doing anything. We don't know about these things, maybe you don't even believe it. It's okay. It's okay. Today I was talking to Shiva, we were talking a little bit about these things. He says that from the Absolute, it manifests these three veins of expression, which we know here as Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, the sustainer or preserver of the world, no? And Shiva, the one who brings all things back to emptiness again. And then many forms of Vishnu, they are the ones still, they are concerned with the bodily life somehow. They still have many ceremonies and rituals and so on. It's still with the body a bit, sustaining that. But for the Shiva, you only approach him with love. The rest, he said, you do everything you want, we don't care about this. But come with love and offer yourself. This is the only freedom. The freedom is not with things or in things or even from things. We don't care about that now. All this we have burnt now. So here you're discovering your own Shiva being. Doesn't mean that you have to come and burn this and burn this. Doesn't mean like that. Because this is not an offense. But it means burns the attachments. So only the self is radiant, you see. Yeah. Only the self is its own treasure. Of course, you move in life, you will do what you need to do. There will be joy in everything you do, there's joy. Even in pain, there will be joy for you. But you are attached to nothing, you see, inside. Few know this secret. And it's not a secret because it's a secret. It's a secret because we are afraid to find out. And so those who few find it, it seems like it's a secret. But it is open for everybody. Whoever seeks this, find it. And this Shiva being is right here, in the center of your own heart. It is here. When you begin to taste the fragrance of the peace, the silence, the infiniteness, this is pouring out from your Shiva being, your inmost being. When you are clear about this, then your mind cannot intrude. The mind itself will come and pranam, prostrate to that. So in a sense, you have to be entirely empty. But the human mind or ego is afraid of this emptiness. And yet it comes out of this emptiness. So it's not truly afraid, it only plays to be afraid. It's like you're afraid of your own home. It's like you're afraid of your own home. How can this fear come? Because somehow you fall in love with your own feeling of being exiled from. Falling in love with the perishable thing, then you feel afraid of the imperishable. Watch this I inside you, what it's doing. As long as it wants something, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. And it believes something. Yeah, I think it is. It wants something. Then it is phenomenal. And if it is phenomenal, it is watched. And if it is watched, be at the watching source and see if there's a watcher there.
It seems to me that its main activity is to construct this division between me and the other.
There is no division except imagined. What is all this trouble? Because you believe. You believe your mind. We give too much importance to that. So the mind says something and you feel intimidated. In fact, you want your mind to be kind, to say nice things. Okay, now you do satsang. Oh, you're doing very nicely, very good, like this. But he tell you, no, 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 you're not going to get it. So, oh mind, don't say that, please. Tell me I'm doing wonderful. He says, nah, you're not going to do it. Oh my God. So the relationship you have with your mind is not a good marriage. Some marriages like that, they put each other down. Put down. No. You're not so beautiful anyway. Huh? Who is listening to the mind like that? What part of yourself needs this relationship with the psychological mind? Because the mind also seems to be playing both your friend and enemy. It moves. What knows this friendship and this enemyship? You can put.
Presence is not interested in this.
Then be that unmixed presence then. Be that unmixed presence. And everything else will become absence. And don't ask your mind to help you with this one. We imagine that somehow in hearing these things, you're becoming disabled, because you will think like that if you identify with ego, which is a contraction upon your pure consciousness. And we're living in this contracted state because for a while it gives you a kind of contour and a context. You have a definite shape, you have a life, you know what you're doing, this type of feeling. It's the poor man's choice, actually. When you are discovering your true self, something is expanding again. Still you are here. Small, big, something is sizeless, and that can perceive both. Be there. You're listening to your mind. The sage does not listen to his mind. He uses mind. They use the mind also for things, practical things. But I don't need the mind to tell me who I am, or how well I'm doing or not doing. They don't have any interest in that at all. What is that? Nothing at all. That is just begging. All this is your kingdom. A king doesn't go about begging in his own kingdom or borrowing money. From the inhabitants of his kingdom. From his own citizens, the king doesn't borrow money. Mind is like your citizen. You can be without it, but it cannot be without you. Okay, you reflect on these things. Okay, thank you.